Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I think last week we had I believe we had a good presentation on data models, and it's now to time to sort of move on to also see what you've been modeling in action to see if you can be able to uh, sort of create those data collection tools to be able to collect data. So RedCap is not the only option to definitely not the like we have lots of data capture tools, but we focus to use a red cap, which is stands for sorry, research electronic data capture. It is a secured web-based application. It's from Vanderbilt University. Is provided under sorts of agreed license consented with the university and has a good user access control and audit rates, and also lots of especially even for medical and other kinds of research, provides lots of data security and issues. As has been repeatedly said, we want to emphasize localization of tools, or the tools should be in place, and the tools should allow us to collect data from wherever we are located, and we need to own the data, and it has to be to be done. So what are the steps that we follow? Normally, we apply to the course to consortium, which we did through Vodan, and we signed a license agreement with them, and they have provided that software system. And you need to assign technical admins that are able to install this, and we have been doing this especially with mainly with Kenya and Nigeria, and I know there are lots of also trainings that were provided. So this is going to be the step that would be followed before you actually start collecting data. And in today's presentation by Kubrom, you would be looking more on how to use it. Those of you who have already done the installation would be using your own installation. Otherwise, would be using a system from our university, from our end. To be able to install, you need to you can install it both on Windows or on Linux. And it can run on Apache and on IIS because it is a PHP-based application. It has to be normally PHP 8 and above, and SMTP configuration for sending emails as you create user accounts and other things. And to secure it more, you need to do the HTTPS configuration, which you can do through Let's Encrypt, or you buying some sort of license. Um, so the required skills are you need to have system admin. So those of you who are not, who are more only just on the humanitarian or on the research, we don't want to pressurize you with lots of system admin tasks that you would be doing, but for our Vodan data stewards, they should be able to handle that. But it's normally, it could be an IST person sitting in your organization or in your university who would be doing this server setup and configuration. The web server needs to be configured, the data base needs to be set up through MySQL or MariaDB, and backups needs to be taken, and those kinds of tasks. And if you want to do customization, you need web programming basics, and also security setups. So think of this like when you're using lots of services such as email or Zoom or anything, and much of the task has already been done, and you've been working on the user side of things or on the system admin sides of things. So those of you who have an IT background and who have not already taken the training on how to do the installation and the likes, I believe we will plan a separate training. We will be discussing this with the training delivery team. But otherwise, I just wanted to highlight the discrepancies or the differences on what you do on the back end, what you do on the front end during the process. The licensing and use agreement, it is free for if you're an academic, if it is free for a non-profit organization, but cannot be used for commercial purposes and must be cited if you are doing publications that you used that for data collection. It's usually used for clinical trials, for epidemiological research, and other research. Basically, it's not necessarily health research. You can do any other kind of public surveillance. You can do surveys. I think Kubrom is going to highlight those kinds of things. It also allows data collection for low resource settings because it has both an online and an offline option to do data collection. With that, in my presentation, but what I wanted to highlight here on is we can help support you in getting your own license if you would like, but because the research I think is being done or the work is being done as part of Vodan and WeHabit, we will be providing those technical supports to help set up the system. And we want the systems to be sustainable and something that you can use beyond what you are using it here for. So with that, I think we will see on the next presentation by Kubrom, will highlight on how to use it to create templates based on or data capture forms based on the data model that you have developed. And we will continue from there on how to manage the data in the subsequent sessions. If you have any question, I'm willing to receive. Otherwise, back to you, Joel.
Thanks, Samson. I see there's a presentation by Bea in the chat. Can I move data from one REDCap server to another? Example from company A to company B.
Yeah, so you have different types of access levels, and based on your access level, it has a data export and data import functionalities. And those who have full access can do that. Technically, it's possible. You'd have to follow the data sharing, data use agreements of your company or your organization.
Thanks, Samson. I also see another question by Ebenezer. Can I use REDCap on my phone effectively? If yes, please help provide how can I go with that?
So you can use REDCap on your phone to collect data, and I believe Kabrom will show you or Leah in the subsequent sessions. And the phone is used to collect data on an offline basis as a sort of data capture, and the data goes to your computer system or to the server.
Thank you, Samson.
Yeah.
And thank you for your presentation.